If you've been on the fence on using Sciel for DPS or solo runs in any way, this build is absolutely going to change your mind, guys. Let's go directly into Card Weaver, which is not supposed to apply stacks of foretell. It's just supposed to spread them around. We're going to use that because with this weapon, it applies a max of 10 foretell off rip and to the entire enemy squad. Now, let's just we're not even going to Fortune's Fury here. We're going to go into Dark Wave to hit all the enemies and consume the stacks. Oh my god. What is this damage? I hate this enemy so much. They always trip me up, I swear. So now we have this. We could go into that. Let's go again. Now we have 20 stacks on all of them. Let's go into Dark Wave. Oh my god, bro. 26 million by herself total. Highest hit was 3 million. We did lose our shields there. Bad showcasing there, but... And if you guys have been loving the Expedition 33 content, hit that subscribe button and notification bell to help raise that 38% even higher, because we got other crazy videos like this on the way. There's no one end-all be-all guide. There will be guides that come out and we find crazier stuff afterwards, and then we just got to make videos like this. And I think that's the most fun aspect about this game, is just how much hidden stuff there is within it. So many things that you can miss out on that you could always come back and gush out about with, you know, everybody else is part of the community and a group. So I really do appreciate you guys supporting these videos and checking it out. So we gotta talk more about this crazy stuff. Man, that damage output is fucking beautiful. We didn't get a chance to talk about this yesterday as much in the build because the Chatillon, I didn't have it at level 33. I had it at level 32. But I was able to find one more perfect chroma that I was missing, and I used it to max this out. And dude, this is the absolute best weapon for Sciel. This completely changes the way that you can even play her. And we have a few other things that are very unique to this build that a lot of you guys are going to want to check out. So the main focus of this is that Sun skills will always apply 10 foretell, but you know, she will take double damage. If you have shields, you're good. Not too much to worry about there. But what's unique about that is it makes that our foretell moves that deal very low amounts, like this one, for example, focus foretell deals 5 if there's none on the enemy, 2 every single time after that. Decent. And we would normally use this because it's 2 AP. You can use it for a long time. And you could even use like Bad Omen right here, which would deal low dark damage to all enemies. And instead of it applying 4 foretell, which it says that it would apply 2 per hit, this will apply 10. But fuck all that. We don't need to do any of that, man. Card Weaver all day. This ability becomes broken on her because this doesn't even apply stacks of foretell. It's just because it is a sun charge move. It's going to, when it hits the enemy, apply the foretell to them, but also the secondary effect of this move, it actually propagates the target's foretell to all enemies. So you can immediately apply a max amount of stacks to all enemies from the beginning of the battle and also in Twilight. And not only that, the best thing about Card Weaver, especially if you're using this early in the game, you have Chatillon, you don't have Cheater Picto, you don't have Faster Than Strong Pictos that let you go twice in a row. Card Weaver lets her play a second turn, so she is immediately broken as soon as you get the Chatillon and you're using Card Weaver. Seriously, do this. It's fucking insane. And here's the kicker. It's dealing low single target physical damage. Physical is the key word here, right? A thing with Sciel's kit is a lot of her moves are dark element focus. And the problem with that is towards the end of the game, you get a lot of enemies that are dark element. So she kind of falls off in regards to damage and being able to kill those enemies. So solo runs can be kind of tricky for her there. But that's where the Painter Picto comes in here. The Painter Picto, you can get this in the Flying Manor. It's in the library in the back right, I think. This converts all physical damage to void damage. Void damage is amazing in this game because it basically has no counter to it, no resistances. Most enemies, I think majority of the enemies, if not all enemies, are going to basically take the full damage from void damage, and I think that is really good for Sciel and a lot of other characters too. But I've been waiting and searching for an opportunity to be able to use this, and Chatillon making it so that sun skills always apply 10 foretell, but all damage, you know, taken is doubled. It also has some base attack stuff where base attacks will actually give you 1 moon charge and consume all the foretell to apply burn, and then 100% increase burn damage while in twilight state, which is great. I mean, more damage overall, right? The combination of Pictos that we have on her, I'll probably remove shield affinity. I don't feel like I need the extra 30% with this build in particular. Plus, it's a little risky doing solo runs and having shield affinity. That means that all your shields will go away. But if we sort it by active, these are the Pictos that I'm running on her. You guys know we like the low health, high damage like builds and stuff. I think Aegis Revival is also really good for her in case if she does die and gets the, you know, the revive off of second chance, she'll get the Aegis Revival. And yeah, all the other counter stuff too. You can put augmented counters on her and whatever else you can fit. But in general, I think this build is still very strong for anybody that's trying to run DPS, but this weapon is a complete game changer on her. And you get this end of Act 1? You get this in the Stonewave Cliffs, actually. I think the Chation, you get this in... You actually get it in the Stonewave Cliffs. Follow the main path to the destroyed airship. Go through the tunnel that was left by the remnants of the airship. Then cross the platform to reach the other side. Stay on this path until you encounter a duo of Greatsword cultists and Reaper cultists near the bridge. Defeat them, and they'll drop the weapon. You could also get it in Flying Manner if you... you know, or you're later in the portion or whatever. Defeat the cruiler behind the Avec boss in order to obtain a level 28 Chation, which is ironic because right near there is where you get Painter Picto. So that's the void damage one. I think this build is fucking amazing, dude. Damage she's putting out there with Card Weaver, applying full stacks to everybody. This changes the way that you can play her. Instead of having to individually apply stack to one thing, then spend another turn using Card Weaver to then spread those stacks, you just throw all that out the window. You just use Card Weaver, and then you can go immediately into your offense or buff yourself. And the crazy thing too is that we have insane speed on her. I personally put Sniper, Quick Break, and Energy Master on her. Energy Master because it's pretty expensive, but eventually when I get more Lumina with her, I could just equip this and then put another speed on her. But her speed is pretty crazy right now. 2600 speed because Sniper gives 1000 and Quick Break as well. 95% crit rate. This weapon does focus on luck, but 95% crit rate is decent enough to kind of consistently hit those crits, I think, with her. So I kind of dropped off a little bit in that way. But overall, I'm so excited about this, but I'm very upset that I didn't talk about this in yesterday's video. By the way, Sciel's video yesterday, the guide, still applies. It still applies. We talked about Chation a bit, but I said I wasn't able to test it because I didn't have it perfect for it. But now that we did, we found some pretty crazy stuff, man. I love Painter Picto on her. I think it's going to go a really long way in making the solo runs on New Game Plus a really fun element to her. Just being able to apply stacks to everybody from the beginning, go into immediately Twilight Stance. Oh, it's so much fun. I seriously love this build, and I can't wait for you guys to try this out. Check this out for yourself, man. She does have other physical damaging moves like Plentiful Harvest here. Deals medium single target physical damage, but it consumes all foretell. It is a moon charge move, and it will give AP to party members for each foretell consumed. So this is another kind of way to use that in combat and whatnot. I still think that this setup is pretty good for her. If she's playing solo, our sacrifice, you're not really going to be getting a whole lot out of this. And plus with roulette, it's kind of hard to use this because it's a one single hit. If roulette doesn't proc, that's low damage all across the board against all enemies. Whereas Dark Wave hits 3 times all enemies. It is high dark damage, but this does have the opportunity to do close to 2 million 3 times. I've seen it happen actually. So her damage can skyrocket in really fantastic ways. Obviously she's not going to like steamroll like Verso and Mael, unfortunately, but I think that's okay because it does get kind of boring playing Mael and Verso. Just, you know, they're so good. There's no challenge really. You kind of have to nerf yourself to have a challenge. Whereas with Sciel, I have all the same Pictos that she has as them, damage-wise. And they're having a much easier time compared to her. But of course, she's very strong in her own right. And I think that she's one of my favorite characters in the game because of that. Because her kit has a purpose, a general flow and purpose that you need to do rather than just like chunking up big damage. You got to build up towards it. And I think that's the most fun element to, well, this game, really. And yeah, but these are the Pictos that we're running on her. I did forget to talk about the stats, and that's my bad, chats. When it comes to stats for Sciel, early game, for every character, early game, you're going to be focusing might, agility, and luck. The reason why is because the more damage you do, the more often you attack, and the more often you crit, things will be easier. When it comes to defense and vitality, that affects your health and your defense. Parrying, dodging, especially early game, is going to be the main focus of like your defense, so you won't really be getting hit a whole lot. So I don't really recommend going into those stats until you get a weapon that says you should. Like right now, this one says I need to go into vitality, I need to go into luck, and I need to obviously go into might to deal more damage. But the reason why is because later on in the game, in like Act 2 and stuff, you can start getting Pictos that give you a crazy amount of crit that makes it super easy to just build towards it passively with the Pictos equipping them, and just focusing those stats in other ways. So yeah, that's essentially how I build every character, how I think that you should build her. But this weapon, man, the Chashin, whatever the fuck this thing is called, it's amazing. Get it. Put it on Sciel. Don't bother with anything else. Seriously, I don't see any other weapon seriously beating this out. If I could just be completely honest, putting max amount of stacks on enemies means that she's going to deal the max amount of damage one turn earlier, sooner, and can honestly just focus on buffing herself at that point. So that's great. Great stuff, man. The Versal guide is coming up next. Sciel's guide was out already yesterday. I put it out super early in the morning, and I appreciate everybody that checked it out. I just feel like I had to make this because this weapon is so fucking good. It's not like I was sleeping on it before. I just couldn't push it into the power scaling that I wanted to have it at in order to really see its full potential. But now that I have, man, especially against that enemy, this shit is strong, dude. Super strong. Putting stacks, full stacks of foretell on everybody is so goated for her, and it's going to go a long way. Whether you have her as your main focus DPS, solo runs, or even if you're using her to buff teammates and stuff, this is still good. I think she's a really fun character, and don't miss out on Sciel. Give her a shot, especially with this. It's going to make building up her damage, building up her game flow so much easier. Again, Card Weaver, super goated with this weapon and setup. And then remember the Painter Picto. This is another element that I think that you should really focus on for Sciel. Seriously. If you guys haven't yet, check down the link below. We're going to be linking Clair Obscur Expedition 33. It's $33 right now with our instant gaming link. You can get a Steam code for this or the deluxe edition for $40. Amazing values right now. I like the deluxe edition. It comes with all the extra skins that you can't get otherwise. It really does help support the channel out a lot. And special thank you to Instant Gaming for helping, like, sponsoring us this month. It's been a crazy grind with Expedition 33, and I look forward to playing more of this with you guys. And not only that, there's also all kinds of crazy stuff on here. I mean, between Oblivion and, you know, all these other games they have tons of stuff on here at crazy good discounted rates, and they're a legit retailer. We've been working with them for a few months now, so I definitely recommend them. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you are new. More Clair Obscur Expedition 33 videos are on the way, and you don't want to miss them. My name is BltzZ, and thanks for watching.